What's up, people of the internet? How's your things? Welcome back to Chasing Happiness, and welcome back to staring at my floor. That's becoming kind of a running thing here now. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video and show you what my plans are this evening. I have shelves upon shelves of stuff here that I've taken out of storage, and they've just been sitting here for quite a long time. My plan is to go through everything. I have consoles to fix, I have wrestling toys here, there's DVDs here. You name it, there's probably a bit of everything. I'm going to put on film kind of some of the more obscure stuff, just stuff that I come across that I know that I've had for quite a while that I haven't got around to using. But I know there's other stuff here that I'm never going to use, and I've decided to give it back to the gaming community. So if you've watched this video and there's anything that you're interested in that I've said that I'm giving away, feel free to just put a comment below. I'm going to do this reasonably. If anybody is interested in anything and you're not local to me, all you have to do is pay shipping and it's yours. If more than one person wants it, I'll obviously pick someone at random or something. As long as you pay shipping, it'll be sent to you. If it is someone that's local to me or someone kind of that I know or I deal with regularly or something, I'll literally just pack it up and send it to you. I've done enough, and people have done enough for me in the community for enough years. No, I'm not packing and collecting. No, I'm not doing anything kind of drastic. I have other stuff in storage and stuff that's more near and dear to my heart that I want to kind of move into the house and kind of get it out of storage and get it here. This room is kind of small and I want the stuff that I actually want to be here. I also know that I have stuff, my friend in Chicago still have stuff belonging to me, Rob. I also have another friend, Andy, who's sending me stuff. I have a friend in Japan who still has stuff belonging to me. I just have stuff that I know that's coming. I know people are still giving me things, and there's stuff that I've just held on to for too long. Anything that someone has given me, I'll more than likely hold on to, because I don't like to kind of just give things away. It's kind of ignorant if people have gifted you things. When people have said it, that I can trade it or use it for something else, my plan is tonight to test it and make sure it works. And I'll also say in this video stuff that I'm actually looking for. This could change from time to time, so what I'll actually do is pin it to the comments. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling now. I just wanted to tell people, look, if there's anything that I come across that's a double, I'm going to give it away for free. If there's any other stuff that I know that I don't want, I am going to try and trade it, so I'll put it out there to people. But I'll make it very good on your side. And finally, I have stuff to fix. I have consoles to fix. My friend was here with his daughter the other day, and I told him I had a present for her in the bottom of the press, and she pulled it open and ended up pulling one of the brackets off, so I have to fix that as well. So if there's anything that I can think of, kind of tips and tricks wise, I am going to show people how to do that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of cuts in this video. But first of all, I'm going to take a quick cut and I'm going to open up the doors and show you kind of the stuff that's in here and stuff that I'm going to be sorting through. So yeah, back in a second. Okay, so here's a quick glimpse of the way my room is at the moment, and I'll show you how messy it is. Please don't judge me. I will also give you a quick glimpse at some of my HappiNES collection. It's not all here at the moment, and I will give you a look at all the stuff that I need to sort through. So my initial plan was to put all of the more recent kind of, the revival kind of NES stuff up along the top. I have a lot of stuff that people have sent me, and I have kind of stuff that I've acquired through buying it myself. So yeah, here's the kind of new retro stuff. I have a boxed pair of Vang NES runners. If anybody hasn't seen them, they're pretty cool. The box is still sealed. I also have a pair that I wear. I picked this up online. It is a Mario Brothers figure, which is based on the original game, which is pretty cool. You can also get these figures. I actually have all of them. This is the only one that I left sealed. I got all these, again they're all sealed. This is Sergio's cart, which he actually signed for me. If anybody hasn't actually checked it out, do. It's fabulous. Music on your NES, it's really cool. This is a game that I'm holding on to for a friend of mine that I just haven't got around to sending yet. This is a Tendo, which is actually really cool. Hobo Mario there at the back. That's just a bag that I have toys from my boys in that I'm trying to, I have twins and I'm just trying to keep it away from them at the moment and kind of peel them out as the weather is bad kind of in the coming months. A cushion someone gave me, Yoshi, that I won in a grab machine. This is the box of the Tendo. Here's my NES Classic box. The NES Classic is currently in the other room. There's the power adapter for it. We had to pay extra for it over here. And here is a Happy Meal box that I have opened. I also have 3 or 4 different ones, and there's a load of sealed Mario Happy Meal toys. Just all from the different sets from the past few years. They're kind of piled high and about to fall out. Here is a quick glimpse of my current Seal NES collection. As I said, they're not all here, and you can't actually see them at the moment because I can't open one of the doors. I'll show you in a sec. Here is a couple of applause dice. I have all of these open, and I have a couple of them sealed. One of the sealed ones is here, the other one is actually somewhere else at the moment. Here is my original Nintendo that I have since a child. It was in my dad's attic. I also have other stuff in storage that I haven't got out. Here is me in Lego form, which is really cool. It's just one of my favourite things that I have at the moment. Again, here's one of the sealed applause dice. They made a lot of them. And I actually have all of them, but I only have, like, I think I have this guy sealed as well, and the princess sealed. I need to get more. These guys, you might have seen in one of the videos that I did a skit about how to grow your own piranha plants. If you haven't, check it out. I made it with the twins. Here is my current Nintendo Power collection. I actually have a full set of Nintendo Powers, but they're not here. But this is the set that I'm making to just get the first 67. I think I'm short 5, which are all the issues that covered the NES when it was out, and kind of during its duration and stuff. The last time the NES was mentioned in its kind of current, or its then current state. And here is a sealed Nintendo Power subscription kit binder. There's some pretty cool stuff inside it. Again, I have one that's open, but I collect sealed things, so that's going to stay there. Next, I have another row currently empty. I have games to go in these, they just haven't arrived yet. More sealed games, more sealed games. Again, there are more in the unit point here, but the door won't allow it to open. I'm going to transfer now into the other unit and just kind of show you what I have, and then I'll go through everything that I need to sort through, so bear with. Okay, so we have more sealed games. As you can see here is my Nintendo Worlds of Power books. I am short of one, and John, if you're watching, you beat me to it. I got him interested in them again recently, and he went out and he kind of got them all before me. I'm only short of one, even though they're not all here. They're in my friend's house in Chicago, and he needs to post them to me. The other one actually have a good lead in it, but it's going for kind of stupid money at the moment, so I'm trying to arrange a trade for someone. I also have, I think, about 6 of these, but they're not all here. But this will eventually kind of be where the retro literature is, and this is going to be kind of like comics and stuff. This is the full set of the Captain N comics. This is not really that common. It's a Nintendo. I actually have stickers for it as well. Merlin did a comic book, or a sticker book with all stickers. I have it complete. It's not in the best condition, as you can see. I really need to bag that. Behind that then I have stuff that a friend of mine, Seamus, gave me, which will be coming in upcoming giveaways when I get back onto that again. Below that we have more Seal NES games. I have a spindle of CDs that has a backup of kind of stuff that I've been doing recently for something that I'm trying to arrange. Another applause toy, and then just empty shelves and more boxes. And down the bottom then I kind of have my, as I call it, kind of more new retro books. Pat's book, Nintendo's book. This is something I made myself, which is to my knowledge, every NES game that ever came out, licensed and unlicensed, and all their variations. I am going to go through it eventually and try and make an actual book out of it. At the moment it's just for me, and it's kind of helped me when I was doing my original collection of just collecting the box games and not sealed ones. I managed it, and it was torturous, but it really helped. There's also Dennis did a book with his buddy. These guys are the NES Commandos. If you haven't checked them out, please do. They're in German, but they're funny. And yeah, like Marcel and Dennis, they're pretty cool. They're coming up around the same time as me, and they're good guys. I talked to Dennis recently, and he's a nice guy. They did a book showing you the prices and everything that you can get in the Palby region at the moment, and kind of what to expect. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out if you get a chance. I'm going to pause again now, and I'm going to show you everything that I need to sort through, and then I will start fixing things and give you a couple of hints, and then I will start routing through stuff that I'm actually going to give away. So thanks for bearing with me. Okay, so here's some of the stuff that I have to sort through. I have toys, I have DVDs, I have VHS tapes, there's t-shirts inside there. I plan on printing a couple of my own t-shirts. People gave me Hot Wheels toys, Pez's, old LCD games. There's a Powerball, wow, remember them? There's a couple of sealed energy drinks that people have given me. Someone gave me a couple of E-Tech things. Again, the majority of this people have said that I can give away. Here is a CD wallet that I use when I go on holidays. I need to hold on to that. I have some VHS tapes. I have... Oh yeah, cool. Blood Upon the Rose, Easter 1916. If anybody hasn't actually read this, it's really cool. It is a comic or a graphic novel representation of the 1916 Rising in Ireland. It's a really cool version of it. I have some wrestling toys. I know people who like those. They're probably going to bag them straight away. I have empty boxes and comics. I have this. I have a Transformer. I think that's empty as well. I have Red Dwarf books. I have this, I promised, or something. Someone gave me a present of this recently, which was really cool. It's a Legend of Zelda graphic novel. So you need to read that. That won't be given away. I have a Batman book that someone gave me. It's pretty cool. I have DVDs. I have Pokemon stuff that I promised my friend Mike. I have Tetris game. I have the Spine Chinner collection. I have loads of PC games that I have no interest in. These are definitely going to be given away if anybody is interested. I have promised these printer cartridges to someone already. I have game guides again that I have no interest in. If anybody wants them, they can take them off my hands. Give me 2 seconds. This is stuff that I need to fix and go through. I also have power converters. These are step down. I have a Terminator Salvation toy, which I plan on giving away if anybody would like it. I have Kinects. I have PS2 games that I have no interest in. I have PS1 games that I know one of my friends is in. I have 2 of these that need to be fixed. They're more to the ones that I was given recently that I plan on holding on to. I have a reason for holding on, which will become relevant in the future. Wappy Dog I'm going to hold on to because someone said it's pretty cool and that I need to hold on to it. The rest of these, apart from Metroid, I'm going to give away. If anybody needs a manual for Bomberman, hit me up. I have more magazines and stuff. Some of them are to do with American football and stuff people might be interested in. There is a BMX one. This one I might give to someone I know that would love it. What else have I got? Java, web design. I used to do web design in a previous life, in a previous job. The Wii games I promised to someone. I have some RFID toys that I never use. There's a bunch of cables in there. Lego, there's some of my kids. The 2 of these need to be fixed. I have numerous copies of Walk Hard that people are welcome to if they want to. I have a Tetris Bop It if someone wants it. I'm going to go through all of it in oil and stuff that I decided to keep and stuff that I won't, but I'm going to rearrange all this. So I will be back with my first tip about fixing the bottom of your wardrobe in a minute. It's a simple one, but it's something that always has worked in the past, so I'm going to make sure it does work before I actually do give you the tip, and I'll talk to you shortly. What's up guys, I'm back, and as you can see it worked. My friend's daughter, when she came and she opened the unit, she pulled the door. First of all, I have no handles on the doors because I have 5-year-old twins and I don't want them kind of pulling open stuff and kind of going through stuff that I'm keeping for others. Or it's mean kind of to, if there's toys and anything here that I've been keeping for someone else or someone has asked me to and they can't have them themselves. So instead what I've done is I removed the doors so they can't really open them. It's a cheap version of a toy lock, I guess. So what happened when she pulled it was the door, because she pulled it from the corner, it actually pulled out and the screws got ripped this way, so there was extra space. So when you put the screw back in to do it, it wouldn't kind of go in properly. So the main fix for that, or the best fix that I found anyway, is simply a match. So what you do is you push the match. I'll just use this as an example. Push the match into the hole and pull it sideways and break it off, and do that a couple of times until the hole is actually full. And then when you drive back in your screw, instead of being a big gaping hole, you now actually have something for it to grip onto. So it'll work on kind of any wooden thing, and you don't have to use a match. You can use a stronger piece of wood if you don't feel. For me it's kind of handy because it's just for these doors. But yeah, it's an easy way if you kind of have a hole that's too big or anything and you need to kind of pack it or get a better grip and things. Just put a match in and then simply snap it to the side. You can see. So this match, for example, there, now you can see it's that deep, so just break that off and shove it into the hole, and if it's bigger than that, just do it a couple of times. And then when you drive in your screw, there's still give, like there's still somewhere for it to actually go to, and you already have your pilot hole because you're going into an existing hole. But you will fill the hole and you won't have a big mess. Okay, well, you will have a mess, but that was here beforehand. So I need to clean this up, and then I'm going to move on to fixing two consoles. One that I have myself that someone gave me that was broken, and I need to put a new head in it. And I also have another NES console that I need to change the 72-pin connector on. So I will come back when I have that done. Just while I have the connector off and while I have you, I thought I would show you quickly, if anyone is interested, what chip you need to cut if you want to make your console region free. Apologies that it is so blurry, I don't know why it won't focus. If you go to the 4th pin, as you can see I have it removed already. I'll try and screw my finger over this guy right here, and you can simply remove it or bend it out of the way. Some people like to bend it out of the way. My attitude, because they have so many NESs, is actually to remove it. So count in 1, 2, 3, 4 and then remove it, and then you will make your console region free and it will play NES games for anywhere in the world. Okay, so both the NES and the Interton are now both working, as you can see here. So my plan is to now go through everything that I need to sort out and see what you fine people will be able to take off me for free if you're interested. Okay guys, I'm back. I did a big tidy and I have kind of amassed a large amount. I had done this as kind of small videos as I was going through things, but it probably makes more sense to kind of do it all in one go. This is everything that I have, that if anybody wants, just comment below. Again, as I mentioned already, if you want more than one item and you're not in my region, or if you want anything at all and you're not in my region, I'm just asking for someone to pay postage, but you're welcome to the actual item itself for free. If it's anybody that's local to me, I can talk or arrange about meeting up or maybe kind of sorting something out postage wise. But by all means, all of this is just kind of taking up space. I have other things coming at the moment, so feel free to just ask for anything you want in the comments below. First up, if anybody wants them, I have a stack of empty boxes. I've empty DS games. I have Sonic X Volume 2 CD only. Dead Space is empty. Kim Possible empty. Most of these have the manuals as well. Empty Wii box. Empty Sonic Unleashed Wii box. Empty LA Noir. Empty Splinter Cell. Just generic empty PlayStation boxes. Next up, I have a copy of Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. This was sealed but has a tear in the back. But I have multiple copies of it, so whoever wants it is welcome to it. I have many videos, but they include Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that is the collector's edition. I also have Indiana Jones box set. If anybody wants these, please bear in mind that they're PAL region. I have this Terminator Salvation toy. He's a Harvester. As far as I know, he's the deluxe edition. He's by Playmates. Again, if anybody wants, just ask for that. Anybody that's into wrestling, I have wrestling DVDs, The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, House Party, and Hardcore Homecoming. I also have a couple of VHSs, which is WrestleMania, Paul Bearer's Hits from the Crypt, WrestleMania 13, Backlash. Again, just ask if you want them. I have an absolute ton of wrestling toys. If anybody wants them, Paul Bearer really shirt off, the Hardy Boys, the Ultimate Warrior, Triple H, looks like he's been eaten by a dog. I'm not actually quite sure who this is. It looks like a really bad version of the Big Boss Man, but I know that it isn't. If anybody can guess who it is, feel free to tell me. And X-Pac. Next up we have some DS games. There's Tinkerbell Cart Only, Imagine Fashion Designer, Cooking Mama 3, Art Academy, and My Baby First Steps. They're all with games, so if anybody wants them, just ask. Next, I have two Xbox 360 Kinects. One of them has a power supply, one of them doesn't. I haven't tested these because I don't actually have a 360 in the house at the moment. I also have Disney Infinity 2 Pad Plus. I think this is from Brave, I'm not sure if anybody wants it. I have an Xbox 360 or a Sony PS3 controller. I've been told works, but I'm not actually sure because I haven't tested it. It's a bit mangled and paint covered, but if anybody wants it, it's there for free. And I have a couple of doubles of N64 games. I have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, which is a double, and I have GoldenEye 007. Again, they're PAL, but if anybody wants them, they're there for free. I have an old Barbie LCD game that still works. If anybody wants it, you're welcome to it.
Hi there, it's Barbie. Want to play?
Not really at the moment. I also have nearly finally, I have a couple of video game related DVDs if anybody wants them. So there's Final Fantasy and 2 Mortal Kombat DVDs. And last but not least, I have a couple of magazines, and they're kind of American themed. I have American football. I have American football with a free poster inside from 1989, and that's it. So, as I said, guys, if anybody wants anything, just throw a comment in the comments below, and I will get those posted out to people as soon as I can. I'm just asking for, as I said before, for people to play postage. I know some of this people won't actually want, and some of the people may. I was going to do a post about stuff that I'm actually looking for myself, but I might try and arrange trades locally before I try and kind of stretch out. Some of the stuff might be heavy, and other things are kind of subject or more my region maybe. But anyway, yeah, if anybody wants any of this stuff that I have just shown, feel free to reach out, and it is yours. I actually nearly forgot about these. If anybody wants them, there are many PC games, some big box. Road Rash is in there. There is a couple of Football Manager games. This guy, the game is still sealed inside it. This is empty, but if anybody wants it, it's there. There are also a couple of sealed bigger box games. We have Full Throttle, Star Trek game, Deus Ex, Diablo, Mystical Checks, Daytona USA. All free. Just hit me up with a comment. Finally, I have some game guides. There are some Call of Duty game guides inside there. There is WWE 2K14, Lego Star Wars 2, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, World of Warcraft Catechism, and Skylanders Joints. All free. Just hit me up with a comment.